Okay, this video has to do with leading indicator 1.4 and how our teacher teams and collaborative groups work together regularly to discuss curriculum, assessment, instruction, and achievement of all students. So this is a really important piece of our weekly routine here at Diamond Lake School. So to start, I want to start out with our D76 professional meeting norms. This was something that was actually put together by our policy advocacy committee that we have here in the district that consists of the district leadership team along with members from each of our 3 schools. And what it is we wanted to make sure we had these professional meeting norms established so that when each team met, there was an understanding and a purpose to the meeting. These signs that you see here are posted in all of our collaborative rooms. So for example, the conference room that we are in right now, there's also one in my office. There's also one down in the Sparkle Center, but we have it here as a reminder for what the purpose is of all of our meetings and how these norms work. We also have special template agendas that we had created that actually have these norms also printed on them. So what's really important for us to remember is that we always prioritize being present. We all know and can admit sometimes it is so hard to be fully 100% present and active at our meetings. We have a ton of meetings every single day, every single week, and we also have a ton of things going on, emails to answer, parents to call back, students to work with individually, all that kind of stuff. But we've made a commitment as a district that we are going to prioritize being present. And in order to do that, that means we are going to be active and we are going to be engaged in participation. We are very clear in every single one of our team meetings when we are talking. Every single teacher will participate in the conversation. Every single teacher will have their voice being heard, and every single teacher will be able to agree, disagree, throw a new idea on the table. We have a very clear understanding that it's not that we are necessarily disagreeing at all times, but that we may have some different opinions that can really lead to some bigger and better decisions. So this is a big one for us. Also a big one for us is that time is of the essence. Almost in every single meeting, we are running out of time. So we have been very meticulous this year about being able to time things on our agenda. So maybe it's going to be a 5-minute opener. Maybe it's going to be a 6-minute reflection. Then maybe it's going to be a 20-minute data reflection. Then it's going to be a 10-minute curriculum reflection. Whatever we feel we need our focus to be on, we have our team leads be very careful and meticulous about timing things out on the agenda so that we are spending our time well. Our discussions are on the agenda and they are solution focused so that we can walk out of those meetings and we can feel like we spent our time well to come up with some final decisions. The other piece too is what we like to call level up teamwork, which includes equity, inclusion, and respect. Equity in that every single person has a voice, inclusion in that every single person is included in the conversation, and respect in that we are respecting the different beliefs and opinions of our fellow colleagues. We admit here that many times it's when we have difference among each other that we're able to come up with even better things. A lot of times when you just sit at a meeting and people are just agreeing to agree, we are finding that we're not getting the results that we want. It's when we have different perspectives on the table that we're able to learn from each other, respect each other even more, appreciate each other's talents, and be able to provide bigger and better for our students. The other piece we have on here too is our professional reflection, and this is really what we call our PLC. P as in how is my participation relevant? L as in how I leveled up in practice, in leadership, and in life. And then also the C part, how am I collaborating? And this all goes back to our entire vision and mission for our district that we embrace, empower, excel each child each day. So this really sets the tone for all of our meetings. What happens then in each of our weekly meetings, for example, we have a very structured schedule throughout the month. So for example, 1 month might be ELA, 1 week might be ELA, 1 week might be math, 1 week logistics to be able to do some planning, and then 1 week is data. And the reason why we do this is that this also allows for our instructional coaches to be part of these meetings. So, for example, when it's an ELA week, our ELA instructional coach comes into that meeting. Our reading interventionists come into that meeting. Our Spanish interventionists, our EL interventionists, they come into that meeting, and we have a linguistic, language-based conversation. And it allows us to see things again from multiple points of view and talk about different types of strategies and results that we've had. In some cases, it also allows us to be able to reflect on situations where we may have piloted a different strategy, or we may have piloted a different type of curriculum. This now allows us to be able to talk about what that experience was like, what we would do differently, and what we thought was a great learning tool for our students. Math meetings this year especially are focused on our Envisions Math. We've picked up a brand new math curriculum this year, and we are always looking to reflect and talk about different ways to make this even better. So our math interventionist joins us, our math instructional coach joins us, and we're able to talk about what is going well for our students, what might be difficult. We're also able to look at some individual math data if we so desire. At our logistics meeting that we have once a month, teams really talk about the pieces of, okay, where are we on this curriculum map? Where are we going next? Where are we moving to? What is it that we need to work on? What sort of special projects do we want to plan for? Do we need to create a rubric for it? What is that going to look like? And that meeting really just consists of those particular team members. And it's really just a nice opportunity for them to have some great authentic conversation once a month, particularly focusing on their roadmaps and timeline within curriculum. And then the data meetings that we have, that is our 4-week progress monitoring cycle. So at the very beginning of the year, when we have the data meeting, our team members are there, all of our interventionists are there from both ELA and from math, our superintendent joins us, and also our director of instruction and personnel. So we have a bigger team of people there right in the start in the fall, so that we have an idea of what our data looks like. Where are we starting the school year, and what are we going to do about it to ensure that we have growth by the time we have our next formal benchmark in December. In the in-between, from the fall benchmark to the winter benchmark, teachers are able to look at data for the individual progress monitoring that they're doing within their classrooms. They're also able to look at some unit assessments or chapter assessments, depending on what they're giving. They're also able to look at how students might be performing within some of the read aloud things that we do with F&P and that kind of material as well. We also added a brand new part to all of our team meetings this year, which has been incredibly helpful. And our team leads decided, Dr. Berger, we have to bring this to BLT also. So this is another way that our BLT and our team leads all sort of work together. We are now doing a sharing of student materials. So for example, if I am at a team meeting, I can come with one project, one piece of work. It could be something from online, whatever it is that I want to share. And it's either, I'm really proud, this child has come really far, or I've tried several different strategies and I'm having a really rough time. I need some help. I need some suggestions. And it really gives our teams a great opportunity to collaborate with the actual proof of what the teachers are working on. And it helps to support our priority 1 within our district goals program of knowing students by name, strength, and need. Because our goal is not just to know the students within our individual classroom, but throughout the building. So we have very strong team meetings every single week, 60 minutes. It's a great 1-hour block for us to be able to talk. I absolutely love being a part of them because sometimes it's great to just sit back and hear the authentic conversation that my staff is having. And other times it's great too because I'm learning a lot from them. And then I can also provide some suggestions based on my former teaching experience. So our team meetings are incredibly productive, they're purposeful, and we have completely shifted them over the last few years that I have been here. When I first started, they were really just logistical team meetings. They weren't very academic focused. It wasn't enough curriculum focus. And since we have made that shift, the staff finds it so much more purposeful and meaningful and really helpful. So they enjoy having team meetings. They're excited to go to them and they're excited to have those great conversations. And as always, we're keeping these norms at the forefront.